You're watching Force 13 Gaming.
Good evening, guys. This is Timothy Ringo again for Force 13 Gaming. Coming back on as I stepped away from the last stream, I did a little bit of research and found out that there was a bug issue that had been plaguing the game. So I found a proper patch. That's why the amount has been amended down. I'm taking the bugs out since there was a proper fix. So, but the current donation amount is what it stands at. So we're gonna actually finish the first chapter of E's Origins out properly. The bug fix does work, so we're actually going to do this fight the proper way one more time and close this chapter so you guys can actually get the end of the epilogue for Unica's storyline. And this bug fix does work. I just tested it before coming back live. So yeah, let's end this chapter the right way, and we'll see how good of a fight we get this time. Now, if you're wondering why the donation amount is a lot lower than it was, I have taken out all the bug donations that occurred. What we're sitting at is all the current deaths and the one microphone issue that we had back on the second episode. So that amount for the current donation is correct. So we're going to see through all of this cutscenes. We're going to take Dallas out one final time. And then we're going to give you guys a proper epilogue for Unica's storyline here. Depending on how late it is, which right now it's a little after 10 o'clock Eastern Time, we may actually start Hugo's storyline after we get a good clear data. Now Hugo does play a little bit different than Unica. He is more of a ranged magic user, so we will see a whole different strategy on how we will play with Hugo than we will Unica. Also, we will get the same E's artifacts with different skills, so... But first, let's get through Unica's and close her out properly. I just couldn't in good conscience have so many bugs and not find a solution and not close this out properly for you, the viewers. Give you guys a proper epilogue. So, we'll go through this fight. Let's see how this fight actually goes. Last one was a little sketchy, actually got a little dicey near the very end. I actually had a really good fight for a practice session. Did not actually lose the goddess necklace, which gives you that second extra health. But here we go, final fight, take 2. We're gonna eat all this little 2s and 3s damage here for right now. We're gonna start worrying about health management until we get to the second stage. Now we're gonna start worrying about health management. First round there against the Whirlwind. Save that turbo for the second stage. Actually, we'll save it for the third stage. It's bugging me on where that last whirlwind, the last emerald is, so I will do a little bit of research on that probably before we start Hugo, because I want to have everything this next time. See if we get enough to finish him out. Stage 3, great HP. I'll see if we can finish this out proper. I'll eat the 13 before I take the 50. Got caught that time. Oh, but the leg guard saved us on one of it. Nice. That leg guard doing its job for us. Caught a second time. Unbelievable. We're still be sitting good about 60, 50 HP. We're still in good shape. Some burst while we're at it. Like not doing his job, he's alive. Got caught again. Wow. This guy's being a real troll this time. Caught again. Wow. This is just insane. This is nowhere near as good as my run that I had in practice before I came back alive. But we'll make this work. Get rid of that. Burst to counter that beat. Not gonna be able to survive. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to avoid that one. Oh wow, this thing's going off. Out of bounds. An awful lot. Wow, this is getting me ridiculous. That's like the 5th time I've getting caught in that. My magic normally is not that bad. We're going for broke. There we go. Not the prettiest fight, but we got the job done. Now we get to enjoy the epilogue properly, thankfully. Solomon's Shrine is now spared from the calamity. This is the one thing I love about Falcom. Their cinematics are just breathtaking. is a very big symbol once you get into Ys 1 and Ys 2. Which that would be the next thing we will get into once we finish Ys Origin. Which we have 2 more chapters left. This is the conclusion of Yunicas' chapter, and we will start Hugo's chapter, which will send him up the tower as well. But he will have different events that happened during the same time Unica was making her way up. One last farewell to the Reddit tree. Go through the credits. Kind of glad that this bug fix actually works, so we can actually close this chapter out properly. Definitely not the greatest run. I mean, 39 deaths. It's not really a great run to start. I was very rusty, but we'll see how I do on Hugo's run. We'll reset the count and everything when we go to start Hugo's run. We'll save that in the gaming archives for that. And the Force 13 project will gain $22 from this in Denver. So while the credits are playing, I know we don't have too many viewers because it is really late. If you have any questions for me as to this particular game or any other games in my lineup, I have no problem answering. You can tag at Force13, at Force13 Gaming, and I'll answer any questions. I know right now it's very late, and I know this gaming series is still in its infancy, and I know the viewership has not been that high, but this is being done out of love of the project and to kind of revitalize this particular channel, which really all the channels need a lot of love, not just the gaming channel, but we have Tropical Archive that could use some love. We have the Extra channel, which just made it to 1,000 subscribers. We have the US channel that's very close to making it to 1,000 subscribers. We'd love to see that get up a little higher. And we also have the Australian channel, which needs a lot of love. I mean, David pours his heart and soul into his updates and his live events down there. So definitely keep an eye out on all the channels. You never know when we might do an update, when we might go live, and they all really need a lot of love. As this is not just my project, this is you, the viewers' project. You guys are the reason why we do these streams, why we put our skills on the line, why we go live to cover breaking weather and tropical cyclones. It's for you, the viewers, and we love what we do. We'll close out the first chapter with a final look at the rotor tree. We will get our clear data, and then we will wrap up for the night properly. Will be to be continued, as we still have 2 more chapters left to do. As soon as we get our clear screen. There we go. And now we have Toal open. And actually, we'll make this interesting. We'll make this very interesting. Now that Toal is open, we'll leave it up to you, the viewers, who you want to see for the next chapter. I can do Toal, since he's unlocked, or I can do Hugo. So, once we wrap up, you can go ahead and leave a comment as to which chapter you want to see next out of E's Origin. But this is Force 13 Gaming with a proper sign-off. Again, thank you guys for watching this, and we'll be back with the next chapter. You guys decide who we play next on the next E's Origin playthrough. Again, have a great night.